Surveillance video from inside the Acworth Walmart shows Patel walk in last month.
Shopping for Tylenol for his elderly mother.
As he walks the aisles, video shows him cross paths with this woman in a motorized wheelchair with a baby in her arms and a little girl under her feet.
She's pointing to where the Tylenol is.
Patel's back is to the camera, but as the chair moves forward, he appears to lean in. That's when the mother says he picked up her son. She did not respond to requests to comment on the new video, but told us last month.
He pulled him, I pulled him back. We're tug-of-warring.
And this video is very clear that that did not happen.
She says her client thought the kid was going to fall, so he was helping her readjust. Video shows him back up. She points to something, and he moves in that direction.
If you're in Walmart and you see someone in need, you're just going to have to let them fall, apparently. You're just going to have to let them, whatever happens, happens. We can no longer help handicapped people is what this is saying.
So he's facing kidnapping charges after the incident at Walmart.
But we have the video. So the video shows that it did not happen, and he's still facing charges.
Mom describes moment man allegedly tried to kidnap her son. We're tug-of-warring.
Just glad that he's still home with us.
Thankful. That's how Caroline Miller is feeling after a frightening encounter at this Acworth Walmart.
But as much as we would love to think it'll never happen, it will and does. And to be prepared for when it does.
She says her kids wanted to ride the motorized wheelchair. They were almost done shopping when she says 56-year-old Mahendra Patel asked for help finding Tylenol.
When I pointed my arm out this way to point it to the direction of where it was, that is when he reached down, put both his hands on Jude, and grabbed him out of my lap.
She says it happened so fast.
I'm like, no, 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 what are you doing? What are you doing? He pulled him, I pulled him back. We're tug-of-warring.
She says then he walked off, bought the Tylenol, and left.
That's not what happened.
Hold up. We're going to play this video first. So that's what she's claiming happened.
Okay.
So this man tried to kidnap the kid.
Yeah.
Failed. Got a headache. Bought the medicine.
But you know how much problem you run into trying to kidnap someone?
Facts.
Of course you're going to, Tylenol.
And like when bitches resist it, that is a headache. Just let me take your fucking kid.
You know what I mean? Hello.
As a professional kidnapper, normally people just accept, and then I'm like, finally, I'm not gonna need meds after.
Well, you
this.
also bring guns, so that's the thing. You
Yeah.
know, people usually,
And when the girl's like screaming, like, "Oh, he's trying to kidnap my kid," I just casually go and finish my grocery shopping. Don't you?
Yeah, but I sing.
You sing?
Yeah.
I prefer to prounce around.
You whimsy?
Whimsical.
Whimsy the bumbleclad.
Where's my Tylenol?
Whimsy the bumbleclad.
Give me your kid. No? Okay, have that one. Oh my God. Hold on. We're making all these jokes, but there's a lot of mentally ill people in America, so this might be real. So let's go.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is insensitive. We're victim.
Yeah. Sorry.
We saw him checking out, but before we could really do anything, he was gone.
3 days later, police arrested Patel.
We were able to see the car he got into and followed cameras and used our flock cameras in the city and was able to get a tag number and track him down.
But Miller still thinks Walmart needs to have better security.
Obviously, these places are targeted. We know what's going on in the area around here. How many missing posters of kids do they have on their very own wall?
So that's a story. They arrested him. So let's go watch the video because apparently pulled surveillance video. So let's take a look at that. So they have him on video walking around. So I guess his lawyer asked for the video. You can see him just walking around the store. Apparently it's to find his victim, but the lawyer's claiming it's to find his medicine. He asks for help.
At this point, Patel asks the mother Caroline Miller where to find the Tylenol, all while in a seemingly friendly conversation. It is then when Miller seems to struggle to keep her children balanced on top of her while riding the motorized wheelchair. So much so she ends up crashing into the store's display, unable to control the wheelchair. Patel decides to contact a Walmart employee to assist him in finding what he came for. He sees Miller for a second time with no sense of conflict or distress in sight, simply to tell her he found what he needed, walking off promptly right after.
Oh my God.
Wasn't she just smiling? Oh my God, bing! Oh my God, you look so cute. Plop.
And
Am I crazy?
And there's a detail that just hit me from what she said. She said she doesn't normally use a wheelchair, but the kids really wanted to ride one.
Yeah.
That explains why the kids are falling off and everything.
Because there's not enough space for everybody.
No, it's not just that. She's not used to using a wheelchair. That's not her shit.
But also, if you're not used to use a cart, because that's not a wheelchair, but whatever. If you're not used to
it's a wheelchair.
Sure, but there's the shopping cart of Walmart. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It means you're able to walk.
Yeah.
If someone's pulling on your kid, you're gonna stay seated in your chair.
And you're just gonna talk to them. You're not gonna scream for help.
Oh my God! Hi.
Like not only did this happen beside another man, she was smiling with him afterwards. The guy went and didn't act urgently. He bought his Tylenol from like, oh, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. She didn't call for help or nothing. No. Sorry, she lying. She absolutely lying. What person almost has their kid abducted, speaking to people, and she doesn't sit there try to get them to chase the man, or she just starts driving off?
She's not lying. She's crazy.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, that is. So you made all. And at the end of the video, she's like, well, I'm going to teach my kids a lesson.
She says she's now teaching her kids a lesson she didn't think she'd have to this early.
Mommy's a fucking liar.
Yep.
Yeah, because, when you just kidnap a kid or try to kidnap a kid, you're going to stay there, linger, talk to people. Do you
want more information on me in case you need to identify me later?
No. Sir, do you have kids at home that I could maybe borrow for?
No kids.
No? All right, cool. I'll get on my way because I was just bought Tylenol and I think there is about to be a headache. So
that's crazy. Listen, maybe he's the boldest criminal I've ever seen. Maybe.
Oh my God.
He's been in jail since March.
Yep.
So he was looking. So his mom is ailing. He has an 86-year-old mother. So he was really sent to the store to get the Tylenol. I guess they thought that in between that he wanted to kidnap a kid. That's nuts, bro.
And he's still in jail. Nobody really gives a shit.
Okay. Ready for the key detail. This is why you be reading. Okay? This is why I read. When asked why Miller would make up such a horrific claim against an innocent man, this is Patel's lawyer who's saying this. Patel's lawyer pointed out that Miller, the lady who made the accusation, had previously been involved in a litigation against companies. In 2021, she'd filed a lawsuit against Lyft saying that she'd been raped by a driver. The lawsuit's ongoing. So I guess she's trying to say this person has a history of litigation in regards to like...
Oh, that's what she does. She's a scammer. Oh, she scams.
Nah, man.
That's crazy.
Okay,
that's
I know we're joking, but like this man's
crazy.
life has been upended.
That's crazy.
His mom is sick. He can't be there for her. It's been over close to 2 months since he's in prison for this. And this is on suspicion of. But now there's a tremendous amount of evidence. My hope is that they're going to let him out soon. But what a crazy story.
If I'm coming out of this shit, I'm showing everybody, even the police department. So you were able to find who I was and arrest me. Okay? That was part of your investigation. In order to know who I was and follow me and go to my house and arrest me, you had to watch the cameras of the whole thing that happened. Oh yeah, that's him. Yep, that's him talking to the lady, not getting her kid. Let's pass that. Okay, that's still him. Where is he going? You didn't fucking compute that nothing happened? That's what I'm pissed at. It's because you looked at the camera because she didn't know who he was. So you looked at the camera in order to make that arrest. My days.
Why are you getting mad? It's land of the free.
Well, not him.
That's crazy. Work.
Yo, you had to look at the camera in order to make the arrest. And then boom. You went past that and made the arrest still. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. And that's in Georgia. That video, if that looked like a kidnapping to you, I don't know what to tell you. The reaction she had, the reaction he had, none of this makes any sense. The idea that he has to spend 2 months in jail just because she said so is nutty. Yo, free Bender, bro. Free Bender. Anything else?
Bender? Mm-hmm. That's his name?
Starts with a G.
Patel. Just go with the last name. Patel is an easy one to do. Just go Patel.
Is that his name?
Patel.
Are you being also stereotypical?
No, you are.
It's just me. Okay.
That's really just you.
Free him anyways, whatever his name is.
Yo, no, don't free him. Switch. She needs to be in jail.
You think they're gonna put a white woman in jail over this? In Georgia, you bugging.
Yo, that's
bugging,
crazy.
Bro. The way these fucking cops just jumped in, looked at that footage and decided, like, listen, you guys want to press charges or whatever as you're waiting for the investigation to unfold, fine. Keeping him in jail is crazy. But again, in my experience, I feel like America's pretty... This is actually one of the many reasons why I don't want to live there. Their policing is wild to me. You can say whatever you want about our country, all the problems, whatever. Your policing is crazy.
I'm suing the police.
The amount of people in America who sit in jail for years awaiting trial, never found guilty.
Over some bullshit.
Some of them can't pay their bail, right? Can't get bond. And they just have to sit in jail and ruin their lives. I'm not interested.
You guys are wilding on that one.
You
are wilding.
Your prison law enforcement, that's a no from. That's me personally.
Wilding on that one.
Yeah, we got our problems here too. I ain't say about it, but I don't want that problem. I wonder if all those people who are like, we just believe victims. It's like, can we not just believe evidence and say, I'm not going to admonish her, but until everything is concluded, I'm not going to take a side. Is that not possible? Now, I've at least seen videos, so that's shaping my opinion. But there's some people who really still there's still people who out here, like,
there's some people that are going to say that it's not racism, but I have a hard time believing so when to make the arrest, you had to watch the video. Like, and I have a hard time explaining to me, I have a hard time explaining to myself what happened then. Because it's right there. It's right there. Yeah. Like, so what was it?
That's a good question. I don't know. What do you guys think in the comments below? For you.